Welcome to day 3 of the Innerglow Meditation Challenge. Already 2 days down, you should feel really awesome about that. Today we're going to continue working with the breath, and we're going to be practicing a style of meditation called Zen meditation. This style is also sometimes referred to as counting breath meditation because we're going to be using counting to help us notice when our attention has shifted away from our breath, and we're going to use the counting to help us return back to breath. So this style of meditation is really helpful for strengthening our concentration. It also can be a really helpful alternative to some of the other breath meditations that we've been practicing, especially in times when you are feeling really emotional and having a difficult time sitting with the thoughts and everything else that may come up during your practice. Using counting can be a really effective way to help you return back to the present moment. So we'll start today's practice the same way we started the last 2 days' practice, by allowing ourselves to sit comfortably. So if you're on a chair, just let your spine be long and your feet be firmly planted on the ground with your hands resting in your lap. And if you are sitting on the ground or a cushion, let yourself be sitting upright and comfortable. And so what we're going to do with Zen breathing is, as we are counting our breaths, each inhale and exhale is going to count for one number. So you're going to inhale, exhale, and count 1, inhale, exhale, and count 2, and so on and so forth. And each time you notice that your mind wanders, your attention gets pulled to something else, you're just going to go back to 0 and start counting up again. And so the point of this isn't to get to a really high number. The point of this is just to notice what comes up during your meditation and use counting as a tool to help you return back to the breath. And so before we start with the counting, we're going to be warming up with some abdominal breathing. So with that, you can allow your eyes to close, or you can gently gaze at a point on the ground in front of you. Let your attention rest on your breath. And as you inhale, inhale slowly for 3 seconds. And then hold your breath at the top for 3 seconds. And then exhale out for 4 seconds. You can let yourself have 5 breaths just like that. Slowly inhaling in and letting the abdomen rise, holding at the top for a few seconds, and then exhaling out slowly for a few seconds. And then after your 5th set of abdominal breathing, you can allow your breath to return back to its normal rhythm. And then with each inhale and exhale, you start counting up. So inhale and exhale and count 1. And then inhale and exhale and count 2 to yourself. And then when you notice that your attention has wandered to something else besides your breath, just return back to 0 and start counting up again. Allowing each inhale and exhale to count for one number. And as the mind wanders to sounds or worries or plans, see if you can let yourself feel good about noticing it. And then return back to breath and start counting up again from 0. And as we practice, we want to just remember that thoughts are not the enemy. They're a natural part of our meditation. And so when they come up, we can just observe them with a sense of curiosity. And then just gently return back to counting. And then as the attention gets pulled again, you can just notice and simply return back to breath. And as we approach the end of today's practice, you can allow yourself to release the counting. You can move your attention away from the breath. And just notice any thoughts that come up and let yourself roam with any thoughts that you want. And then at your own pace, slowly begin to open up the eyes. And return your attention fully back to where you are. Awesome. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. I hope that you found Zen breathing to be a nice alternative to some of the breathing meditation that we've been practicing earlier in the week. And I'm curious to know what you thought about it. So definitely leave a comment or ask any questions that you may have in the comments section. As you know, you can also DM us at InnerglowNY with any feedback, thoughts, comments that you may have. And this is a really, the counting breathing that we just were doing, this is a really cool exercise that you can do throughout your day. It's sometimes helpful to use counting to drop into meditation. So maybe you are on the train or maybe you are walking between meetings and you can use counting as a way for you to drop into your meditation. And you can do that while you're moving around with your eyes open. So that can be a nice thing to add into your day in small doses as well. Looking forward to practicing with you again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.